Hello everyone! In this video we're gonna take a closer look at Eremite Galehunter. A very close look. Because today's subject is an anime character, I'm gonna be using 3D renders along with in-game footage. Because, it's kinda hard to keep anime characters still and in one spot. Well, let's begin. Just like many characters, Eremite Galehunter, you know what? I'm just gonna call her Galia from now on. This title is pretty hard to pronounce 20 times in a row, especially for me. Just like many characters, Galia has her own idol animation, which look very similar to a playable character idols. An Archon no less. Once Galia spots the enemy, the alert animation is being played, along with her starting combat voice line.
Finally, some target practice. 久々の獲物だ. 난 더더리오.
모처럼 굴러온 먹잇감이군.
Because she wields a longbow as a weapon, she has a variety of shooting animations. The first one is fairly simple, what you'd expect from archer character. But she also have a much cooler, Anemo-infused shooting move that puts every character in range. In addition to using a long bow as it is intended, Galia likes to use arrows as a melee weapon, just like certain someone from Snare's Knife. Her melee attack consists of 3 strikes. Their quality is on the level of playable characters. Here they are, rendered in all of their unmatched glory. Once Galia's health bar reaches 50%, she summons her Anemo Vulture pet, which has a set of his own animations, which I will of course show in full detail later in this video. Here is the summoning animation both in-game and rendered in its full detail. You can see how the process of summoning takes a noticeable toll on her. It's pretty rare when enemies actually work in tandem with each other, and this is one of those cases. While Vulture is pulling opponents with his Anemo abilities, Gale attacks them with her bow. For most of the time, however, she allows Vulture to do most of the attacks, while she quietly observes from a side. Once the Vulture is killed, Gale is being paralyzed for a short amount of time, opening her for attacks. After a while, she recovers and the fight continues. Unfortunately, after the death of her pet, she only has one type of attack, her standard bow shooting animation. I hope this is just a bug and will be fixed somewhere in the future. Another thing that changes after the death of Vulture is that Gale is now could be much more easily thrown off to the ground. Here is the recovery animation. And since Gale is no ordinary enemy, she has a special animation in case of a defeat, which in my opinion is best one so far. She also has an animation when exiting the combat, which most players don't get to see, unfortunately. And now, finally, let's take a look at the Vulture himself. Here is his spawn animation. And here is the animation of attack when he pulls enemies with his Anemo abilities, exposing them for Gale's attacks. And some more attack animation. This bird is gorgeous. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for staying until the end. I hope to make more videos like this in the future. This is a very new format for me and I want to improve it more and more. I am looking forward for every bit of feedback and criticism that you can give me. I never did this kind of videos before on this channel and I'm a bit nervous. English is not my native language, so I encourage you to use closed captions. And with that, thank you for watching and see you next time.